Welcome to Headingley Stonesborough Championship Wednesday evening action under the floodlights. Leeds against St Helens, and of course Leeds desperately hoping to bounce back after their surprise defeat at the Don Valley Stadium against Sheffield Eagles at the weekend, where they went down by 31 points to 22. The defeat leaves Leeds still in second, 5 points behind Wigan. Leeds, well, they can't afford to lose any more games, and of course hope that Wigan lose 3 of their last 7 if there's any chance of the championship. Realistically, of course, the second spot up for grabs, and St Helens the side who have the best chance of overriding Leeds for that second position if they can continue the form they've been showing of late. They're third in the table, 6 points behind Leeds, having played 1 game more. Of course, their last action was a home win at Knowsley Road last Friday under the Sky cameras, a victory at Knowsley Road, St Helens over Bradford Northern. Of course, Saints, one of the few sides to have beaten Leeds this season. That was back at Knowsley Road in October. And of course, Saints potentially looking for a league double. They won there by 25 points to 18. And of course, that was the last time Leeds were defeated, with the exception of Sunday's game at Sheffield Eagles, as Saints already out on the pitch, and Leeds, as always, led out by skipper and leading try scorer Ellery Hanley. Quite a large crowd at Headingley, a fair contingent of Saints fans behind the electronic scoreboard, and of course many of the Leeds spectators under the television gantry in the south stand. Should be a cracking atmosphere. Leeds St Helens in the past has always been plenty of points, and Saints, well, they've had a pretty good record against Leeds, particularly here at Headingley, so a close encounter could be on the cards. On then to the lineups, beginning with Leeds. It's Alan Tate at full-back, Jim Fallon, Kevin Iro, Craig Innes and Francis Cummins. The half-backs of Graham Holroyd and Marcos Vasilakopoulos. Reminding there's no Gary Schofield, he went off injured on Sunday at Sheffield. 80s Neil Harmon, James Lowes, Aseni Familo. The second rows of George Mann and Rich Ayres. The Leeds loose forward is Ellery Hanley, with the subs Gary Mercer and Jim Latham. Saints line up with Steve Prescott at full-back, Alan Hunt, Mark Elia, Andy Northey, Andy Haig. The half-backs, Tommy Martin, Bobby Goulding. Bobby Goulding, of course, former Leeds player. He'll want to do well this evening. Adam Fogarty, Kieran Cunningham, Apollo Perolini. The second rows of Chris Joint and Sonny Nicol. The loose forward is Shane Cooper. Should be a real battle between Cooper and Hanley. And the subs, Phil Vevers and Ian Pickavans. The referee is John Holdsworth from Kipax. And the two captains, Phil Vevers and Ellery Hanley, just complete the formalities in the middle of the park. And this certainly promises to be a real cracking encounter on.
It certainly does, Graham. Leeds, as you say, have got to get back in winning ways. I know you said a shock defeat against Sheffield, but they lowered our colours earlier in the season. They're a good side on the day, and that's what it is. It's just the team has an off day. We know the last couple of seasons the championship's been won on points difference. Bradford and Warrington came close last season. Saints came close the season before. You look back at stupid, what we would call stupid defeats. And as you said, Leeds now, instead of being 3 points behind, they're now 5 points behind. I'm sure Doug Hill has done his homework. I know Eric Hughes has done his homework. He's read the riot act there. He knows they've got to win this evening. A big crowd here, as you say, just like at Knowsley Road, below us at the gantry at Knowsley Road. Very vociferous crowd, and these lads in the south stand, they'll lift their team, won't they, Graham?
Certainly will, yes. Leeds know that they certainly can't afford to slip up, and of course, not only the championship, but of course Leeds want good form going into that Silk Cut Challenge Cup semi-final at Ellen Road against Featherstone Rovers. But they face 2 tricky games, St Helens in this one, and an away game at Odsall against Bradford Northern, a local derby to look forward to on Sunday. It's Leeds then to get the action underway. It's Graham Holroyd, the Leeds scrum half, that will kick no doubt deep into the Saints half, and the action is underway with that left-footed kick from Graham Holroyd, and Saints have possession from the kick-off.
Yes, and they've got to drive up into the Leeds defence, see how much yardage they can make. Obviously now, big Adam Fogarty back in, been out for quite a few weeks injured, but Eric Hughes chooses to put Fogarty and Perolini in the front row. Sonny Nicol drives it upfield, Ellery Hanley there, along with Rich Ayres and Vasilakopoulos. Now it's Perolini. As I said, Perolini and Fogarty in for John Neal, who's rested, and Ian Pickavans on the subs bench. Saints have got to play it quickly. Mark Elia, high kick, Alan Tate takes it well. Cooper there, underneath him, slows him down, but Tate evades the first line of defence, and the first touch now for Leeds.
Leeds have it then just outside their own 20-metre area. Jim Fallon, the winger, comes up at first receiver, but he's tackled by the three-quarter Andy Northey. Ball goes out on that right-hand side. Neil Harmon makes a good burst. Good break by the Leeds number 8 as the home side approach halfway. Graham Holroyd pass inside to Familo. Familo shovels one St Helens defender off before he's brought down by Mark Elia and by Chris Joynt on the far side. Ball comes out to this left flank, and it's Marcus Vasilakopoulos playing the scrum half berth for Leeds in this one, and he really will be tested coming up against the very experienced Bobby Goulding. Final tackle, Ellery Hanley looks, no support, puts the right-footed kick in deep inside the Saints half. It bounces in the in-goal area where it's fielded by Andy Haig, and Andy Haig will just about make it to the 20-metre line, but good defence by Leeds. 3 up, Kevin Iro, Ellery Hanley and Jim Fallon to tackle him deep inside his own half.
Yes, good start by both sides. The set of 6 being extended to the full, and then the ball punted down to the opposition. And here come the Saints, their second touch. Andy Haig in, as Graham said, he's in for the injured Anthony Sullivan. But Perolini taking the ball up. Graham Holroyd in. I didn't know whether, I know you've had Schofield out injured, I didn't know whether they might have put Ellery Hanley up in the half-backs and Vasilakopoulos at the loose forward position, but he's chosen in at scrum half. A kick through from Bobby Goulding, taken by Alan Tate in the in-goal area, and solid tackling by the Saints. They move in quickly. Good gang tackling, led by Bobby Goulding. 4 in the end. Tommy Martin, Alan Hunt, Shane Cooper, all in there. Excellent pressure on the liners. Good tactical kicking, but the kicking's got to be followed up. It was this time, and now the Saints will get the ball back. Holroyd from between the sticks. Saints looking to keep up the roll, the three straight wins, Oldham, Hull and Bradford. And now here against the mighty Leeds, and as Graham said, Bradford are the opposition for Leeds on Sunday, and Saints play Featherstone, who Leeds play in the semi-final the week after. Now the Saturday after, Steve Prescott scampering away, Prescott in, brilliant break by Prescott, didn't look anything on at all. He took it from the acting half-back position and outpaced the Leeds cover. And as you can probably hear by the lack of vocal support below us in this south stand, and we know they're very vocal, most of the Saints spectators on the left-hand side of our commentary position. But something out of nothing there, Graham. Didn't look anything on, but Steve Prescott, a great prospect, an up-and-coming prospect, not just for the Saints, but for Rugby League. And he led the Leeds outfit to merry dance there.
Just the start maybe St Helens were looking for, not, of course, what Leeds are wanting in the early stages. As we said, Leeds look to bounce back after their defeat at the Don Valley Stadium. Bobby Goulding with the opportunity of giving Saints another 2 points. Bobby Goulding will be desperately wanting to kick well, play well against his former team in this one. Goulding steps out right-footed, no problem, straight between the middle, and Bobby Goulding extends St Helens' lead to 6 points to 0.
Yes, Goulding's 120th goal of the season, and Steve Prescott's 15th try, and Goulding there urging his troops on. He knows, he read the riot act before in the dressing room. He told the Saints players what they've got to do. They've got to go forward, they've got to mix it with this Leeds side. Excellent rugby playing side. Well, both of these sides are on the day, renowned for good first-class open rugby. But the Saints defence has been a little suspect. It'll have to be tightened up today. But Leeds kick off, and Saints hit the straps again. In their own 20-metre area, Kieran Cunningham, live wire hooker, attacked in half-back. Cooper spreads it quickly to Fogarty, and Fogarty's been out injured, but he was in a great form before his injury. As Cunningham again spreads it out onto Goulding, over her onto the left, out to Andy Haig. Haig tries to round Fallon, but excellent tackle there. This ex-Bath, isn't he, Rugby Union Fallon, and he homed in on Haig there, and no problem, bounced him into touch.
Watched him all the way, didn't he? There was no other alternative there, but the St Helens winger into touch, and Fallon making the tackle. And Leeds, maybe for the first time, may have a 6 set of tackles inside the St Helens half as it comes out to Graham Holroyd. Short pass to Kevin Iro. He can really take some stopping when he gets some pace from deep, but he's tackled by Steve Prescott. Now it's James Lowes, goes some acting half back, the Leeds hooker. Good break by him. Saw a gap in the St Helens defence before he was tackled by his opposite number, Cunningham. Now it's for Milo. Makes it inside the St Helens 20-metre area where he's wrapped up by a couple of Saints defenders. One of them is Perolini. Now it's Vasilakopoulos. It's Leeds scrum half, met though by 3 Saints defenders. Leeds looking for a quick reply. That pass is put down by Ellery Hanley. Referee says the ball went back. Leeds have one tackle remaining. Those set of 6 seem to go pretty quickly, but John Holdsworth indicates, I don't think James Lowe's has seen it's the final tackle. Little kick through coming there, but it's taken by Steve Prescott as Leeds desperately tried to get the ball inside there, the Saints in goal area, and there was a mistake there by Prescott. The ball went back and there was some cover work there, I think, by Andy Haig, and as a result Saints are going to have to drop out from underneath their posts, and St Helens making an enforced error there in a pretty dangerous situation, and Leeds will be hoping to take advantage of that. There was nobody there to dive over for the points, but it means of course that Saints drop out through Goulding, and it's a good deep kick as well by Goulding. Not very often you see it go into the other half of the field, but it's taken by Alan Tate, and Leeds have another 6 tackles. The Leeds full back though, well wrapped up by Chris Joynt just inside the Saints half. Now it's George Mann for Leeds, of course, a former St Helens player. He too will be looking for a big game in this championship clash. Richie Ayres comes up on that right hand side. Ayres turns, likes to get the ball away, but he's held by Tommy Martin on that far side. Graham Holroyd to Vassiolokopoulos. Holroyd, long pass out to Innis. There was a sniff there as Mark Healy looked for the interception. He was close on Innis and brought the Leeds 3/4 down. Hanley goes to Martin halfback. No way through there. The gap opened, but it was quickly shut by Adam Fogarty. Final tackle this for Leeds. 7 minutes on the clock. Saints lead 6-0. Little grubber kick through, but it's straight into the hands of Kieran Cunningham, and St Helens will bring the ball away. They've tackled the set of 6, and after making that mistake they'll be relieved not to concede points.
Yes, perfectly true, Graham. We was under a little bit of pressure there, a severe tackle on Steve Prescott, a good hard tackle, knocked the ball out of his hands, and Saints did well to cover up, but they've weathered the next set of 6. They now have possession, and it's Sonny Nicol bringing it down the right hand side. Cooper, the Saints captain, rounding the man, turns it inside to Nicol, looking for space, builds up a head of steam, runs straight at Ellery Hanley. James Lowe's there, and George Mann, as you say, and George Mann will be relishing the challenge. Goulding with the kick. Fallon should take it comfortably, an awkward bouncing ball, but here come the Saints, and very few Leeds bodies, so the tackling has to be firm. Certainly looked a little bit tight, slipped up, but the referee says it's all right.
Yes, Saints very quick there. The Rugby League sort of adage, the kick is as good as a chase, and there were 4 of them immediately when that kick was put through after him. Saints are certainly fired up for this one, maybe too fired up there because 2 of them are caught offside. As Hooker Cunningham is one of them, Adam Fogarty maybe as well, maybe Apollo Perolini, and Leeds have been awarded a penalty just inside on half of the field, and Graham Holroyd will now dispatch the ball onto this south stand roof and give Leeds a set of 6 tackles inside the Saints half. Alan Hunt watches the ball going to touch, and Leeds have 6 tackles midway between the Saints 20-metre line and the halfway line. Lowe's to Familo. Familo runs into Adam Fogarty. 2 big prop forwards collide there. Here comes Neil Harmon. Harmon makes it to the 20-metre line before he's tackled by Chris Joynt and by Shane Cooper. Now it's Richie Ayres on that right-hand side for Leeds. Ayres almost makes the gap. Good tackle in the end by Perolini, bringing him down. Leeds looking for the overlap on this side of the field. Holroyd to Innis. Innis has found a gap as Elia comes to try and intercept. In fact, it was Hunt who tried to intercept. And just for a second, it looks as if Leeds had found the gap. They're going to get another penalty here. A swinging arm according to the referee, John Holdsworth. Bobby Goulding's there, Adam Fogarty and Shane Cooper. And Ellery Hanley, the Leeds skipper, is laying prostrate on his back. Referee John Holdsworth was right over the situation, saw the swinging arm, and Leeds have a penalty. Ellery Hanley is down injured, and the referee is stopping the clock. Did he say who was the guilty party there?
I didn't actually, Graham. You don't expect me to tell you if I did, do you? No, I mean, it was coming through. It was good play by Leeds there. Hunt came for the interception, as you say. Nearly left the Saints struggling on this on the Leeds left-hand side. But quick play, turned it inside. 2 big hits there, and Hanley came through. He got taken like man and ball, and well, we didn't see anything from our angle, but obviously he's took a thump. The referee was right there on the job, but he's one of the marked men, isn't he? You know, and it's a little bit of professionalism, Graham, I think, that goes on there. And Hanley will have to be watched. He's a danger man. He's not been around this game for many moons, has he, without taking the bumps and bruises. But Leeds have the penalty, and it's a chance for Holroyd to get points on the board.
Yes, well, first real chance for Leeds to trouble the scorekeeper, and Graham Holroyd on this left-hand side has a chance to give Leeds 2 points. And Shane Cooper did a little bit of moving in front of the kick there, and did enough to put Graham Holroyd off because it goes past the left-hand upright. So the chance of 2 points is gone, and Saints drop out through Bobby Goulding from the 20-metre line, and maybe Leeds caught a little bit unawares there. It's a deep kick, and it's gone into touch on the far side, and it was quickly dropped out by Bobby Goulding. Leeds probably hadn't set themselves up in preparation for that drop out on the 20-metre line. Ellery Hanley, instead of deciding to drop on the ball, quite rightly decided to let the ball go into touch, and Leeds will have the ball from the scrum. Jim Fallon wrapped up there by Cooper. Now it's Kevin Iro. Iro steps inside the big Kiwi, but he's held by Tommy Martin, the St Helens number 6. Now it's Harmon. Harmon out to George Mann on that right-hand side. Goulding and Joint are there to bring Mann down. Takes 3 of them in the end. Don't bring him to ground, but referee shouts held. Richie Ayres. Leeds at the moment struggling to find gaps in the Saints defence. Lowe's with a pass to Ellery Hanley, who looks to have recovered from his knock. Mann gets it from the tackle, still going George Mann, then releases the ball to Iro. Iro steps away from the tackle, has support from Familo. Familo to Fallon, chance for Fallon down that far side, still going the Leeds wingman, he's going to be held inches short. First real break by Leeds in this game. Final tackle, kick comes through, and it's wasted. Fallon made the break. Leeds were held inches short from the try line, and to be fair, it was the final tackle. But certainly on this left-hand side, there were a load of blue and amber shirts crying out for the ball. And in the end, there was a kick put through, and the ball went dead, and Saints have another set of 6 to bring the ball away, Ron.
Super work there by George Mann, Graham. Back in the old style where he used to be at St Helens. He's not been in the starting lineup a lot of the times here at Leeds, mostly on the subs bench, but he's in the second row today. Good work, quick ball play on the far side, even though I think the last pass to Fallon looked slightly forward in my unbiased opinion, but it didn't make any difference. The Saints weathered the storm. They're back in the Leeds half. They've got to press up quickly, and Leeds know they've got to hold the Saints, just as Saints know they've got to hold Leeds. Andy Northey, up-and-coming prospect, ex-Waterloo Rugby Union. Scott Gibbs still out injured with a dislocated elbow, and when these two get together, we're going to have 2 powerful centres. There's no danger. Leeds caught offside there, moving up too quickly. Both of the sides move up quickly, and you just got to try and play the referee as well. But it's a chance for Bobby Goulding for an extra couple of points. But it shows you how quick the game's going, Graham, from one end to the other. Saints back up now within 30 metres of the Leeds line, after Leeds just being in that bottom right-hand corner, nearly squeezing in. The game's going at 100 mile an hour. A nice evening, great evening for rugby, and obviously a win is essential for both sides.
It is, yes. Neither really can afford to slip up, and of course it's quite a thunderous start. Neither side really wants to give too much away, trying to test each other out, particularly in the forwards. Both sides particularly strong in those areas. And Bobby Goulding has a chance for another 2 points, and this time he fails with the kick, and it's fielded by Francis Cummins from underneath his post. Cummins, when he gets in full flight, can take some stopping, the young winger. Certainly many remember that try he scored at Wembley in the Challenge Cup final last year. The game was all over, but Cummins, only 17 and a half, 18 years of age, went in for that try down there. Leeds have possession on that far side. Vasilopoulos is brought down by Chris Joint. Lowe's feeds it out to Richie Ayres. Ayres with the spade work, the grinding of the Saints defence down that left flank. George Mann, ball inside to Alan Tate. Tate comes through on a burst. Chance here for Leeds. Tate to Hanley. Goulding misses the tackle. Leeds spread the ball out. Holroyd can't get the ball away. Holroyd does in the end. Gets it out to Kevin Iro. Iro trying to crash his way in the corner, but there's 4 shirts Saints defenders bringing down. Leeds are one man short. A player's down injured, but Leeds want to keep the ball alive. Chance for Innes. Innes, can he get the ball away? Cummins is surely going to go in for the try. Francis Cummins crashes in the corner. Leeds somehow keeping the ball alive on this left-hand side. Innes looked to be wrapped up. He somehow managed to get the ball away, and the Leeds winger picks up the ball about 10 metres out. And there was Cummins to go in for his 14th try of the season. That's 100 points up for the season now for Cummins. And that brings Leeds right back into the game. Cummins with the try, and the conversion to come, 6-4.
Yeah, super try by Leeds. Up the field again, one end of the ground to the other. You don't blink. Richie Ayres, St Helens lad. No doubt his mum and dad will be watching this video. They'll be following, obviously, they've two sons in the rugby league, one that plays for Keighley. But I know Richie's mum and dad, his dad Rich and his mother Pauline. Wish them all the best. Pauline, good friend of mine, doesn't half give me some stick when she sees me. But anyway, Leeds on the scoreboard, 6-4, the kick to come, Graham.
Difficult one for Graham Holroyd on this south stand side. Graham Holroyd has been in pretty good form as far as goal kicking has been concerned this season, but it's a tough one, and he's a left-footed kicker, so it's not the right side for him, but he struck it well, just hit the post and comes out the wrong side as far as Leeds concerned. Good effort by Holroyd. The conversion just doesn't have the right angle, hits the upright and comes back out, but certainly that try from Cummins brings Leeds back into the game. 18 minutes on the clock, Leeds 4, St Helens 6, and it will be Bobby Goulding who will restart proceedings from halfway. Just what Leeds required after that try by Saints in the opening 3 minutes. Great individual try by Prescott, and both full-backs involved in the tries. Prescott getting it for Saints and Alan Tate involved in the break for Leeds, as Kevin Iro picks up the ball, but tackled by Adam Fogarty and Apollo Perolini, and tugging at the shirt, referee John Holdsworth about 10 yards away saw it, gives Leeds the penalty, and Graham Holroyd is sent back a couple of metres before he kicks the ball into this south stand. It's that penalty for Leeds then. Lowe's straight to Familo. Familo tackled by Perolini and by Cunningham. Lowe's brings in Neil Harmon. Harmon with the head guard. Good inroads into the Saints defence made by two Leeds tackles there. Fogarty brings him down. Lowe's out to the Leeds scrum half. Gets it away to Fallon. Literally hands him the ball. Fallon has support inside but couldn't release the ball. So Nicol brings him down. Lowe's out to George Mann. Leeds on this left hand side, but Kevin Iro can't keep hold. The ball's gone loose. There's been a knock on, and with both sides knocking on, the referee will probably give a scrum down, and Saints should have the advantage of the pudding because it was Leeds that knocked on first.
Quick drives again by the big props, Harmon and Familo, trying to knock the stuffing out of this Saints defence. I say Iro came through, and he's devastating on the run. He lost possession. Saints have it from the scrum. They've got to build up again now. Chris Joint, he'll be a marked man in the Leeds ranks, and Saints move it left. Fogarty getting through some spade work, but some good driving. The ball being played quickly by both sides. Good line out by Leeds, but Cunningham, in form hooker, 18 years of age, drives it up, and Goulding now drives it for touch. Fallon lets it go. Well, the touch judge, as he said that it touched the Leeds player, well, he certainly has. So it didn't look as though it had touched the Leeds players to me, Graham, but it's head and ball. What do you think about that decision?
Well, I'm biased, aren't I? But I certainly look from this distance. Jim Fallon particularly tried to move away to try and show that he didn't actually touch it, but Saints have the 6 tackles and danger once more for Leeds.
Yes, that's true. As Prescott sides away, gets it to Alan Hunt. Hunt just outside the 20 now. It's Mark Elia. Ellery Hanley meets him. 10 metres from the Leeds line. Saints are pressing. In the lead by 6 points to 4. They take it centre field. Goulding running the angles. Drawing the men on Fogarty. Quick hands had to be the order of the day. Joints up. It's out to Andy Haig. He'll just have to take the tackle. He did well there, Chris Joynt, after being closed down by some excellent defence play from Leeds. Andy Northey. He drives in. He's hauled down 5 metres short. Last one of the sequence. Will it go to Golding for the drop? Will Saints try to run it on the right? Golding has it, changes direction. It's Cooper, it's out the back door. Sonny Nicol has it, chips it through. Nicol on the charge, but it goes to Alan Tate. Some exciting rugby, there's no danger. Keep you on the end of your seats. Leeds back in possession.
Don't usually see Sonny Nicol with a little kick through, but he did it, and Alan Tate did well. He watched it all the way and picked the ball up visually in his in-goal area and gets away from the danger area, and Leeds will be trying to get away from their own half in this set of 6. Richie Ayres into Fogarty. Fogarty brings him down right by the ankles. Ellery Hanley for Leeds. Hanley well wrapped up though by 2 Saints defenders. One of them is Shane Cooper, and the referee says that Cooper was holding in the tackle, and Leeds have been awarded the penalty. Saints will looking to hold up play a minute because one of their players is down injured, receiving the magic sponge, and at the moment Saints temporarily are down to 12 men. Lowe's to Harmon. Harmon at first receiver. Lowe's now brings in Familo. Familo makes a burst inside that 20-metre area. It's Tommy Martin, the player that's been down injured. He's desperately trying to get back into the game, looking a bit groggy. Leeds have it. Graham Holroyd spots a gap. Oh, good tackle there by Nicol. Holroyd was almost certain there if he hadn't made that tackle. That's an interception though. Great play that by Shane Cooper. Leeds supporters screaming that Cooper must have been in an offside position, but he saw the situation, did Cooper, and he made the tackle, but Saints have lost it, and Leeds have regained possession in another dangerous area for St Helens. Cummins. Lowe's pass inside to Vasilakopoulos. Holroyd plus a pass. It's not a good one, it's along the ground. Referee says it went back. Iro picks up possession. Iro looking up, trying to find a way through the Saints defence. Releases the ball to Lowe's. Back to Hanley. Leeds keeping the ball alive. Saints not managing to complete the tackles. Leeds managing to keep in the ball from hand to hand, but Hanley's brought down. That one too should have been a penalty, but when the referee was right and said maybe Leeds were looking for the penalty, referee had none of it. Leeds no more than 4 metres from that try line. Lowe's out to Holroyd. Holroyd with a long pass out. Goes over Ayres' head, picked up by Alan Tate. Tate from a standing start. Tackled by Cooper. Final tackle this for Leeds. George Mann inside to Tate. Tate to Ayres. Ayres not going to find a way through there though. There was 3 Saints defenders around him, and St Helens complete these 6 tackles, and they'll be relieved to keep Leeds out, and still the 2 points separate the 2 sides with 25 minutes on the clock.
Yes, and what a game, eh? As I say, you don't take your eyes off it. Well worth the admission money already, and we've only had 25 minutes. 6-4 the score. Saints weathering the storm, a bombardment of Leeds pressure. Saints did come up with possession in their own 20, but lost it again. But then weathered that blistering pace of Leeds, and Parolini has the ball now 30 metres from his own line. Golding calling the shots. Is that a good kick? No, it isn't. In on the full. So just finding touch on the full. The ball coming back. A scrum down. Leeds head and feed. An uncharacteristic mistake by Bobby Golding, but it puts Leeds in possession just inside their own half. Just inside the Saints half, I should say.
Bobby Golding knowing every blade of grass on this head of the turf, but he mistimed his kick, and Leeds have the possession from the scrum down. Innes though is tackled on that far side by Andy Northey. Iro looks for support, but he's brought down. Cooper with the tackle. Saints about to make a substitution. More about that in a second, but Leeds just outside the Saints area. Lowe's pass inside to Innes. And the referee says further St Helens players are in an offside position. And that substitution will take place. It's the Saints number 8 that's coming off, Adam Fogarty. I think it's Ian Pickavans that's come on for him. Pickavans on for Fogarty. And Leeds have a penalty. And Graham Holroyd will give his team the chance of drawing level. 4-6 to score. Graham Holroyd then with a penalty conversion just inside the 20-metre area. Holroyd steps up left-footed. This time he's successful. Holroyd adds the penalty. Saints were caught offside. And it's now Leeds 6, St Helens 6. After Saints led 6-0, Leeds drew it back to 4-6. And we're now all tied up in this Studsborough Championship clash as Saints kick off through Goulding. And Marcus Vasilakopoulos has it from the kick-off, and Ian Pickavans, along with Chris Joynt, make the tackle deep inside the Leeds half. Richie Ayres just manages to get the ball away. Lowe's has to go grovelling on the turf to pick up possession for Leeds. Iro feeds Jim Fallon. Fallon into Cunningham and into Pickavans. Lowe's out to Aseni Familo. Familo, a bit like a little tank is Familo. He can really take some putting down. Now it's Ellery Hanley. Hanley spots a gap, but it's quickly shot by Chris Joynt. And final tackle for Leeds. Holroyd with the left-footed kick through. It's bouncing inside the Saints try area. It's not going to go dead, and Alan Hunt has to field possession. And all square at 6 apiece, with Saints bringing the ball away through Steve Prescott.
Yes, Prescott has the possession, looking for the gap. Breaks out to the first line of defence, quickly covered up there as Laws and Harmon come back. But speed from the play of the ball. As Cunningham there again. He's still going, is Cunningham. 15-20 metre burst up to the halfway line. Now it's Goulding. Hanley quickly there. And Hanley holding the ankle. Completely uncharacteristic of Ellery Hanley, that I think, Graham. Tongue in cheek. But it's now Saints with Ian Pickavans into the Leeds 20. A solid Leeds tackling display is what has to be put on now as Saints press up. Scores all tied, 6 apiece. And Perolini there coming through. Took a stray boot off Hanley in the last tackle. But now it's Joynt, and Joynt should make it. He does. The referee's right there. He points to the spot. My word. 2 tries. 2 individual tries. But Leeds couldn't weather the storm. All the Saints and Leeds kit men on, bringing on liquid replacement. But 30 minutes into this game, and Saints retake the lead with Chris Joynt coming through for his 14th try of the season. Just having a look at the replay on the monitor here, and Graham looking at me there. Did Joynt ground the ball, or did he lose possession?
Well, the referee was right over it, to be fair, and gave the try, so it's got to be a 4 points. But you've got to say that he's got to exert downward pressure, and he definitely lost control of the ball as it was put down. So, I mean, I've seen plenty of tries this season given for that. Maybe a little bit harsh had it not been given. Joynt's got the 4 points, and Bobby Goulding's turned it into 6, and Saints have a 6-point advantage. Yes,
we'll definitely accept it. We accepted one against Bradford, which showed up on the replay that the Alan Hunt try, it was nowhere near it. And there we are, Stuart Cummings, the referee's assessor, McCallum, his top man, Cummings, was supposedly. And let's see, after he's had a look at the video, whether he'll take the same action as he did on one of the other referees where he demoted him. All will be revealed in the course of time, won't it? But Saints have the 6-point cushion now. The Joynt try, Goulding's goal. 12-6 in the lead. But Leeds twice in their own 20-metre area have been caught cold, and Saints have capitalised on it, and obviously that's what the Saints have got to do. Ian Pickavans took it well. Both sides have got to make sure the tackling's firm, hard and fair, and the ball has to be smothered. Leeds have been throwing it about, some excellent movements. As Cooper out to Elia, back to Cooper, quick hands to Prescott. Prescott, blistering pace, looking for the gap. No way through for him there. And the old maestro Hanley quickly in on the tackle. Golding puts it upfield. Tate should field it, but he lets it go. Cummins has it now in his own 20. Elia coming in. Elia, oh, good tackle, brings him down, and Saints pressing up. Leeds in possession. They want to break quickly.
While that was going on, Leeds have made a substitution. Gary Mercer's come on to replace Neil Harmon. That's just after the St Helens try, so Neil Harmon's been given a rest, and second row forward Gary Mercer is on, so that could mean a little bit of a switch around. It's likely that Mann will go back into the prop position with Mercer slotting into the second row. Referee says knock on. Well, that's a strange decision from John Holdsworth. Certainly the fans in the paddock on the far side, who were probably in a better position than maybe all of us, including the referee, were up in arms at John Holdsworth's decision. Referee gives a knock on, and Saints will have 6 tackles. We can probably tell by the reaction of the supporters on the far side about that decision, but 7 minutes to half time. Certainly Leeds can't afford to let Saints get another touchdown before the interval. Leeds need something themselves.
Yes, it looked as though it went back, but Saints have possession from the scrum, and Prescott bursting through. Iro has him. Saints were going to use the blindside ploy, but then Cooper turned it back inside, and here's Andy Northey. Strong runners. Cunningham attacked in half. Ian Pickavance just brought down short of the Leeds 20. Last tackle, is it, of the sequence? Did the referee have his hand up? Golding going for the one-pointer. It's gone to the right of the sticks. Always worth a chance. But I thought the referee's hand was up. I wasn't quite sure, and Golding had plenty of time there, I think, but just going to the right. The score still 12 points to 6 with 6 minutes of the first half remaining.
2 Saints tackles in then on that far side on George Mann. Jim Fallon almost gets away from the tackle, but Chris Joint, the Great Britain second row forward, brings him down. Familo thinks about the pass and then decides to go by himself. Cuts inside the Saints half. He's tackled by Martin and by Perolini. Richie Ayres head down, looking for a break in that Saints defence. He's met by Cooper. Cooper's not going to let him through. Final tackle this for Leeds. Holroyd puts the up and under. Prescott's under it. Mercer's after it. Brilliant take by Prescott. We've got 2 very good fullbacks on view in this one. Alan Tate, also one of the best takers of the bomb, and maybe Steve Prescott, one of the up-and-coming players, proving that he too can cope with the up and under.
Yes, a few flakes of snow on that when it came down, Graham. It was a towering kick, wasn't it? Taken well under pressure from Mercer. Andy Haig coming in from the left wing. Quick play the ball, Cunningham breaking away. Hanley there as ever. Cunningham again. Well, no obstruction there. He didn't actually cross as the tackle was completed before Hunt came in, but that was perilously close. Andy Northey gives the dummy. Haig was on the outside. A big tackle. That James Lowes in at the action. The tackle deemed to have been high. Certainly didn't look all that bad from here, but the referee right on the job. Saints have the penalty. They pressed the ball upfield within 30 metres of the Leeds line, and certainly in a good attacking position. Not the ideal time for Leeds to concede more points, as Graham said before, but I'm sure Saints will press this set of 6 to as much advantage as they can. Leeds have to line up on their own line now. 10 metres out. Saints. Sonny Nicol saw the gap. He drives again. He turns in the tackle. He's held up a metre short. Saints want to quick play the ball. It comes out to Golding. Golding crossfield for Alan Hunt. Can Hunt get a favour? Oh, he's in! It's a try, is it? Mr. Holdsworth points. Well, that's a rasper. A perler of a try there. Well worked by the Saints. Just as I was saying, the Leeds couldn't afford to concede another try. Bobby Golding, as Graham said before, he knows every blade of grass on this arena. and he popped it up on Alan Hunt, and that is a try for Hunt this evening, and that will silence a few of the home partisan liners below us. But whether it was on the cards, Leeds came up there, Graham. There wasn't a thought that that kick would go across, but Hunt went through there. An awkward ball. Was it Tate that... it was Cummins that was with him. I didn't know whether Tate was there as well. And Saints lead extended with that Hunt try.
The only question mark, I suppose, from a Leeds point of view is, was Hunt in offside position? But nevertheless, St Helens have certainly used that tactic in the past with that kick through. I think I may have copped it off Wigan, actually. I've seen Wigan do that a few times as well. But it's a try to Saints, and that's bad news for Leeds on the stroke of half-time. And Bobby Goulding will be a little bit disappointed he didn't add the 2 points, but already Saints got themselves into a good position as they approach the half-time interval. They lead by 10 points. It's Leeds 6, St Helens 16. The tries for Saints through Prescott, through Joint, and now from Alan Hunt. A bad time for Leeds to concede a touchdown right on the stroke of half-time as Saints take off, I think, Adam Fogarty on the far side. And Saints will be more than happy with the first 40 minutes so far as they try and bring the ball away after Leeds' kick-off run.
Yes, it looks as though they was trying to introduce Adam Fogarty there, Graham, I think, with Pickervance coming on for him, but they've thought about it and Fogarty's took his place in the dugout. But Ian Pickervance has the ball. Yes, it's always bad to go down. Well, it doesn't matter any score, does it? Just before the half-time interval. Gives Saints a 10-point cushion. We're in the 39th minute. And Saints looking to spread it again. Perolini within 10 metres of the halfway line. Last tackle of the sequence. And Goulding puts it downfield again. Francis Cummins lets it go this time. But obviously Saints want to put it up in the Leeds 20. It's an area which has caused a little bit of concern for Leeds. The general play has not been too bad as they've moved from, well, both sides have moved from one end of the field to the other. But Leeds, I think, Graham, always looking a bit suspect in their own 20.
They certainly have done during this one. Prescott finding a big gap to burst through, and then, of course, we saw that second Saints try where Joint also found a gap, and then there was that kick through. Leeds could really do with heading back as Alan Tate makes a break from midfield. He's taken a go 3/4 length of the field. He's well tackled by Prescott, but Leeds have made a good break, and it certainly would give us a knife edge if Leeds can hit back on the stroke of half-time. Holroyd gets the ball away to Vermilo. Vermilo can't get the ball to Cummins, and Leeds have been awarded the penalty. Saints apparently were offside position. Alan Hunt has been penalised. Penalty to Leeds, and with literally seconds left in the first half, Graham Holroyd decided to kick for goal. And if he is successful, Leeds will be halfway behind the Saints scoreline. So Saints caught offside, and Graham Holroyd, well, it could be a very important kick, this one. Leeds desperately needing to claw their way back, needing points. But so far, Saints on top with the 3 tries to 1. Holroyd then looking for his second goal of the evening. Was successful with a penalty, missed the conversion from the Cummins try, but none of them have been easy, to be fair, to the Leeds stand-off this evening. They've all been from just inside the touchline area. Leeds 6, St Helens 16, the scoreboard shows us. And we're now into time added on. Few boos from the Saints fans behind the goal. Graham Holroyd, this time he's got it. So Graham Holroyd successful with the kick on the stroke of half-time. In fact, there goes the half-time hooter in the background. The half-time scoreline then in this Stones bit of championship clash. Leeds in second spot, Saints in third. It's Leeds 8, St Helens 16. Tries for Saints through Prescott, Joint and Hunt. And Bobby Goulding has been successful with the 2 goals. Leeds, well, they've had a try from Cummins and 2 penalties from Graham Holroyd. At least the deficit has been reduced on the stroke of half-time. Everything to play for in the second half. We said Saints hold the 8-point advantage.
Before we get underway, I can give a mention just for the St Helens contingent that will obviously have a keen interest in having a look at this match day video if they couldn't make it over here to Headingley. Just to let you know that the Alliance Cup final is to be played at Knowsley Road on Thursday the 30th of March, an 8 o'clock kick-off. Saints A versus Bradford, so go along there and support the Saints Alliance team. 30th of March, a Thursday night at Knowsley Road versus Bradford. Pep talks at half-time from both coaches, Dougie Lawton for Leeds, Eric Hughes for Saints. I know the Saints have got to keep at Leeds for the full 80 minutes. Can Leeds take the bombardment of pressure that the Saints have put them in the opening 40? And can Leeds come back and hit the Saints? Can they contain them? But Saints get it underway. Leeds in possession. Mercer coming through up to the 20.
Leeds have possession then through Francis Cummins. Cummins, though, held by Perolini inside his own half. Loads with the short pass to Famila, to George Mann. Mann, though, tackled by Cunningham. Famila coming at first receiver, but it goes out to Ayres on that left-hand side. Ayres, though, brought down by Perolini and by Sonny Nicol. Ball back to Graham Holroyd. Holroyd with the left-footed kick, diagonal kick inside the Saints half. Bounces awkwardly. It's finally taken on about the 3rd attempt by Andy Haig, the Saints winger. And Leeds complete the tackle just outside that Saints 20-metre area.
Yes, nearly made a meal of that. But Adam Fogarty back on for the start of this second period. Mark Elia up to the halfway line. We're just looking, so I'm just trying to look, see who's been taken off. But Saints through Cunningham are driving it up to the 20. The last tackle of the sequence. Elia attacked in half. He moves it right to Goulding. Goulding chips it through for Hunt again. Well, the ball's been knocked forward. Yes, the Leeds player couldn't take it. He was under a lot of pressure by the Saints that were running through onto it. An astute diagonal grubber kick from Bobby Goulding. Leeds couldn't take it. Scrum down 10 metres from the Leeds line. Head and feed to St Helens. And an ideal position for the Saints to extend the lead. Goulding will feed it. Cooper at the base. Goulding gets it. He takes it blindside. 5 metres short he is now. Leeds defence is going to be tested. Sonny Nicol. 2 minutes into this second half. No addition to the half-time score of 16-8. Fogarty, oh, he sticks hold of it, does he? Oh, he doesn't. It's been knocked forward. A short ball by Bobby Goulding to Adam Fogarty. Looks as though he juggled with it. Then he caught it, but it must have hit the ground, and the pressure relieves slightly, Graham, as Leeds have head and ball now.
Leeds desperately trying to get away from their own half of the field. They've literally been penned down there for the opening couple of minutes of the second half. Saints very quick up at the tackle, and they could have forced Leeds into an error here. The ball's gone loose. It's back in the hands of Richie Ayres. It could have gone anywhere there. The Saints have pushed Leeds back another 5 metres. A couple of Saints players look to be in offside position again there. Referee's not spotted it, but Leeds are pushed right back to their own try line at the moment. They really are struggling to get away. Pickemans goes in with a tackle along with Tommy Martin and Perolini. Ellery Hanley, just what Leeds needed, a break from midfield, and Hanley's tackled round the neck there by Bobby Goulding. Leeds fans didn't like it. Final tackle this for Leeds. Man with a right-footed kick through, and it bounces into touch underneath this south stand. And it'll be a scrum down with St Helens having to put it through Bobby Goulding. And Ellery Hanley was certainly caught a little bit high by a tackle. Leeds fans not too happy with it, but Saints still have the 8-point advantage. We're still waiting for the first points of a second half.
And Saints do have the possession, and it's Chris Joynt, the man that's been replaced by Adam Fogarty at half-time. So whether he's picked up an injury or not, he's some strong running in the first half, scored a try as well. Slight reshuffle in the Saints ranks, and Sonny Nicol, diagonal block-busting run, penetrates the Leeds half. Crossfield run, Alan Hunt, taken by Ellery Hanley. Solid tackling for Milo there as well. Goulding again, grubbers it downfield. It's not going to find touch, that it is. I didn't think it was, I thought it might have gone touching goal, but an excellent kick downfield, putting Leeds under pressure in as much as it keeps them down within 5 metres of their own line, or 10 metres of their own line, and they now have head and feed at the scrum, but down in their own end, and Saints will hope to contain them down there.
Cummins picks up the ball from the scrum, but he's quickly brought down by Shane Cooper, who gets from the base of the scrum quickly to bring him down. And the Saints tackling has been, well, it's been intense, that's one way of putting it. There's two in there on Craig Innes, and they send him back about 10 yards there. Mercer gets the ball away to Fallon. But dicey that by Leeds, but Fallon cuts inside and does well, the Leeds winger. Lowe's goes to action half-back. Good break by the Leeds hooker. Makes about 10 yards before he's brought down by Cunningham. Man out to Gary Mercer. Mercer though held by Perolini and by Andy Northey. Final tackle, Horroy puts the left-footed kick up in the air. Pressure on Andy Haig. Spills it, the ball goes back, he's still not got hold of it. On a couple of occasions he's looked a bit suspect when the kick's been put through, but on both occasions he's managed to make up for an error, and neither time was he knocks on.
No, and Ellery will be taking a note of that, won't he? And I should think Andy Haig will be asked to field a few more high balls in the near future. But a great relieving there by Jim Fallon at the opposite end, at Leeds' own end, after Saints had put a tremendous tackling stint in. Sonny Nicol there has possession, but Innes moves in quickly, forces him back. Alan Hunt, inside ball to Goulding, sidesteps, dummies, changes direction. He's still going down the wing and just taken by the scruff of the neck. Is it Kevin Iroh that holds him down that time? No, it wasn't. Iroh's over here, isn't he? It was Cummins, I beg your pardon. But a deep kick there. It was noticeable that Saints were hopefully going to give Via Matatea his debut tonight, Graham. Taken as a free agent from Doncaster, but obviously due to him changing clubs, the work permit wasn't granted. If he'd have been playing for Wigan, I could assure you he would have been on the field tonight. Just shows you how it goes, doesn't it? One room for one and one for another. But a deep kick there. Leeds have possession, and it's certainly end-to-end stuff.
Blimey, St Helens love Wigan, don't they? 16-8 still the scoreline, 7 minutes into the second half. Alan Tate. That's a firm challenge by Elia. Takes another tackle to bring Alan Tate, the Leeds full-back, down. Gary Mercer. And an applause from the Leeds spectators. Saints scored offside. I think the Leeds fans think it was about time that John Holdsworth gave a penalty to Leeds for St Helens been offside. Just finds touch, that kick from Graham Holroyd. For Milo, from that short pass from James Lowes. Keeps his legs pumping away for Milo before he's brought down by Northey. Man to Hanley. Hanley jinking off his left foot, then comes towards this right-hand side. Another suspiciously high one by Fogarty. Referee says he grabbed his shirt, allows play to continue. Leeds in a good position. How Doug Lawton's team could do with a try now. Iro comes on a burst. Pass to Innes. Innes to Cummins. Cummins steps inside. Still going the winger. Can the end can't find a way through. It's Bobby Goulding and Sonny Nicol that bring him down. Here comes Richie Ayres. Ayres looking for a gap. Almost spots it, but three Saints defenders there to bring him down. Leeds almost underneath the Saints post at the moment. Holroyd goes by himself. Looks another high one by Goulding. Certainly Goulding's all fared up for this one. Final tackle for Leeds. Man, Iro gets it away. Fallon's in for the try. Referee says no. Forward pass from Iro to Fallon, and the try's been disallowed. Difficult to see from the TV gantry. If it was a forward pass, it's only a little one, as Ray French would say, but referee was there, didn't give the 4 points to Leeds. Maybe Leeds will have a little bit of ground for complaint about that one if there's 4 points at the end, but certainly Leeds not happy with it. The players accepted it, which of course they've got to do, and Saints relieved that they're not conceding a try in the opening 10 minutes of the second half.
Yes, a great defensive display, and nearly caught out there. Didn't look all that bad, obviously not a good angle for us to view or commentate on really, but as Graham said, referee Holdsworth disallowed it. You've got to get on with the job. Saints have had the set of 6, Bobby Goulding has it now. That's the last one, he's got to release it. Cunningham as well gets his kick away. Leeds should gather it. Cummins in possession.
Cummins from that kick makes the break. Just looking there at Shane Cooper, and it was certainly an offside position for about a good 3 or 4 seconds there, and John Holdsworth waved it on and said he was in an onside position, which I couldn't quite believe, but anyhow, play continues. Leeds supporters trying to get behind their side, knowing that Leeds need a try in response to that 16 points which Saints have so far scored. Holroyd inside to Alan Tate. Tate always dangerous when he joins the line, but Cunningham brings him down as Tate slips on the surface. Leeds midfield just outside that 20-metre area. Holroyd to Innes, but the pass has been spilled. Innes has knocked on, and Leeds spell of pressure comes to nothing, and it'll be a scrum down, and Saints will have the set of 6.
Yes, a rare mistake, Graham, there by Innes on the far side. Good wing combinations on both sides. Fallon and Iro, Cummins and Innes. Nice of you to pick up there about Shane Cooper. He was in an offside position. He's been taking lessons off Ellery Hanley all evening. But it's Saints head and ball on their own 20-metre line. Still the score remains at 16 points to 8, and we've had 11 minutes, is it, of this second period. Just a temporary stoppage. The referee there packs the sides down. Goulding comes up with it. Alan Hunt comes in. Hunt talk of a little bit of speculation about moving over here to Headingley. Still tied up under contract at St Helens, but we know a lot of jiggery pokery goes on with these transfers and what have you, but Alan Hunt is certainly one that's got to be kept at St Helens. But obviously the money's got to be right. As Ian Pickavance drives away 10 metres into the Leeds half. Cunningham at dummy half. Saints move it to the right. They've got to spread it quickly. Perolini off 1 foot, drives it up. Last one of the sequence. Saints move it right. Bobby Goulding again. Grubbers it to touch. Certainly a seesaw game. What do they call it? Like playing chess, tactical moves, one end down to the other. But we've had 12 minutes, Graham, and no scoring in the second half. And it's going to be Leeds head and feed. So, midweek action for both these two sides. Leeds only, of course, having 3 days to recover after Sheffield. Saints having a bit longer, because they played on Friday night with that game at Nosey Road against Bradford Northern. A little bit of hold-up as Leeds physio Seamus McCallion gives a little bit of treatment to one of the Leeds players.
Leeds win the ball from the scrum. Francis Cummins. But it's Ellery Hanley that's been receiving a little bit of treatment on that far side. Holroyd to Innes. Innes. Got a pretty good sidestep Innes, but can't get his way past Ian Pickavans. Gary Mercer. Mercer tackled by Perolini. Graham Holroyd. Holroyd with a long pass out to Mann. Mann delays the pass and then goes by himself. He had Lowe's and Vasilakopoulos with him. Hanley still out of play, receiving treatment. Lowe's inside to Iro. Iro takes some putting down, throws the ball back inside. There's a Saints defender to bring him down. Last tackle for Leeds. Holroyd to Tate. Tate to Innes. Innes with a pass inside to Mercer. Mercer's knocked on. Well, referee says Ian Pickavans tried to steal the ball. Looked more of a knock on, to be fair, that one, but Leeds been awarded the penalty by the referee, and this is a crucial set of 6 for Leeds. Lowe's to Familo. Leeds about 10 metres from the try line. George Mann inside to the Leeds scrum half. That's a loose pass. Fallon takes it. That's certainly one round the head by Andy Northey. Out to Lowe's. Leeds keeping the ball going. Lowe's, as Saints, 3 defenders come across and try and shove the Leeds hooker into touch. Mercer to Holroyd. Holroyd thinks about the pass, but Cooper's there sniffing for the interception. Holroyd going by himself. The Leeds standoff goes in for the try. Just what Leeds needed. Graham Holroyd has crashed in for Leeds' second try of the evening. There'll be questions there about the Saints defence. Holroyd has got in for the try. Leeds 12, St Helens 16 the scoreline. Graham Holroyd's 8th touchdown of the season, and that brings this game right back into a melting pot.
Yes, a great try. As you said, in your impartial opinion, it certainly looked a knock on, and I would agree with you on that. Mercer definitely lost the ball. He knocked it forward, but Pickavans was there on hand and was accused of stealing it. But it's on the board, it's in the papers, as they say. Leeds are back in 16-12, and Holroyd looking to bring them within 2 points. That looks a good kick. Oh, again he hits the post. That's 2 that's hit the post tonight. Could have been all square, couldn't it?
One at the post at Sheffield Eagles as well at the weekend, and Leeds never got back from that. Let's hope it's not going to be the same this evening. 4 points separate the 2 sides. Leeds 12, St Helens 16. And Neil Harmon's come back on for Leeds. .57 minutes of this game gone as Bobby Goulding kicks off inside that Leeds half, but it's fielded by Ellery Hanley. Hanley tackled on his own 20-metre line by Fogarty and by Pickavans. Now it's Jim Fallon. Fallon trying to find a gap in the Saints defence. He's half tackled by Perolini. Gets up to play the ball. Harmon held by Nicol. Final tackle this for Leeds. Mercer. So it wasn't the final tackle. Referee Holdsworth held his hand up, maybe he's just blowing his nose. Mann, that's a loose ball. It's a bad pass by Mann. Cummins had no chance of taking it, and Leeds making an error on that far side. And it's a scrum down almost on halfway, with Saints having the put-in.
I think it's for Milo that's gone off, Graham, and Harmon back on. 2 strong running props, and George Mann up into the prop forward berth now. Saints come away with possession. Prescott. Iro and Innes take him down. Martin moves up quickly. Now Randy Northey running out wide. Martin steps at the acting half-back position with Cunningham there. He's used out wide, and now it's Pickavans. He strikes again, right into Ellery Hanley, but Mercer had him round the legs. Saints spread it again. Adam Fogarty, tireless runner. Richie Earls quickly in. Sits at the straps again. Leeds move up. Golding and Martin working the inter-passing movement, but it's Golding inside to Alan Hunt. Now it's with Mark Elia. In the Leeds 20. Elia spinning, turning, trying to get out of the clutches. Last one of the sequence. Golding has it. Golding going for the one-pointer. Well, he's successful this time, is he? John Holdsworth raises his arm. 19 minutes into this second half, and Bobby Golding, his 6th drop goal of the season, extends the Saints' lead by 1 point and now makes it 17 points to 12. Leeds restart. It comes to Andy Haig. Nearly broke through the first line of defence, but James Lowes tied him up. Now it's Adam Fogarty. He hits the line again. It's moving down gradually, surely. That's the third of the set of 6. Cooper, the captain, on to Sonny Nicol. Phil Vevers still to be introduced. The versatile Vevers play anywhere. Elia now, this is the 6th tackle. The referee puts his arm up, moves it right to Golding. Golding grubbers for touch, and a similar pattern, Graham, as Saints move down. The scrum again with the Leeds head and feed. 10 metres in from the main stand side and 10 metres from their own line.
Saints more than happy with a 5-point advantage to kick the ball deep. Good play by Golding to get the drop goal for Saints, realising there wasn't much else on really there, and he popped over the 1 point, and it could be crucial at the end. Holroyd, here comes Craig Innes on this right hand side, and he looks to spin away from the tackle, but he's brought down by Pickervance. Now it's Gary Mercer. Mercer runs into Tommy Martin but gets away from him, and in the end Northey comes in there right in front of the touch judge, and certainly no need for that by the Saints number 4. Right in front of the touch judge and also right in front of the south stand, so you're not going to get away with that one. And the referee John Holdsworth has stopped the watch. Not a wise thing to do so close to the touch judge, using his elbow, says the referee, on Gary Mercer. A little bit of indiscipline there by St Helens. And the Leeds supporters maybe not best pleased that Andy Northey is not spending a little bit of time in the sin bin, but would have been harsh had he been sin bin for it. Leeds have 6 tackles inside the Saints half. Harmon comes up before he's tackled by Fogarty. Lowes to Man. Good break by Leeds. They've got from halfway to the edge of the 20. Lowes to Holroyd. Holroyd to Richie Ayres. Ayres comes through at pace, brought down by Cunningham and by Goulding. Hanley cutting inside, weaving his way through the Saints defence before he's dragged down by Fogarty and by Cooper. Now it's Lowes down on this right hand side. Man with a pass inside. Leeds pick up, ball went back. Lowes charging for the line. Lowes is in for the try. It all stemmed from that pass behind. Man involved, and Lowes was there to reach out his right arm for the try, and Leeds through that Holroyd try, and now the touchdown from James Lowes have brought themselves right back into this league encounter. It's now Leeds 16, St Helens 17, with the conversion to come from Graham Holroyd, and this gives Leeds the first chance of a lead this evening. Number 12 for Leeds has gone off, and of course it's Richie Ayres, and Jim Latham's come on to replace him. So Latham on for Ayres, and Holroyd with the opportunity to give Leeds the lead. Reminding that Leeds trailed 16 points to 8 at half time, but now for the first time they can have a point advantage if Graham Holroyd can kick this conversion from that Lowes try. Holroyd steps up, just missed. So Graham Holroyd misses the 2 points. 64 minutes gone, Leeds 16, St Helens 17, it couldn't be much tighter.
It couldn't be much tighter, could it? But great work now by ex-St George man, knocking holes in the Saints' defence this evening, and a nice little backflip. It looked as though it had gone to ground. Well, obviously it did go to ground, but it looked as though play was going to be stopped. But the alert James Laws, and he's a bulky little chap, isn't he? And he evaded about 3 Saints tacklers and went in. A crucial try, just that Bobby Golding drop separating the sides. 16 minutes left for the game, Graham, and it's certainly warming up.
Leeds again on that far side through George Mann. Leeds certainly, since they've got those 2 tries, have certainly hit the cylinders. They look all fired up as Harmon makes a great burst for Leeds. Still going to Leeds prop. Break of about 20 metres there by the Leeds number 8. Holroyd out to Vasilakopoulos. Can he get the ball away? He does to Jim Latham. Latham runs into Perellini and Cunningham. And the referee says the ball was knocked on. And Leeds make an error. An unforced one as well. And it'll be a scrum down, and the chance of a good Leeds attack comes to nothing.
Yes, and Saints have got to settle the ship now, with Leeds coming right back into it. Golding takes it from the base of the scrum blind side, but quickly dispatched to the earth as Harmon moves in. Saints in a little bit of disarray. Went to Alan Hunt. It's out now. Andy Northey to Andy Haig. Haig couldn't take it. And as you say, the old South stand will just let him know as Ellery Hanley moves in and just whispers in his ear as Northey goes away. But it's going to be Leeds head and feed, trying to put Saints off the game, and Saints maybe just losing a little composure.
Holroyd out to Kevin Iro. Iro had support from Fallon, but Iro couldn't get the ball away. Fallon was bursting through. Saints going to make a substitution. Number 13 is going to be held up in a minute. That'll mean that Phil Vivers will come on for Shane Cooper, but that won't happen at least for another minute or so. Latham head down, makes it to the 20. Lowe's out to the Leeds scrum half. Vasilakopoulos tries to turn away from the tackle, but he's brought down by Cunningham. Man out to Holroyd on that left-hand side. Already seen a try from the Leeds standoff this evening. Plus a little pass inside to Latham. Latham gets it away to Innes. Innes, can he go by himself? Gets the ball away. Chance for Cummins, but he's somehow tackled on the try line on that far side by Shane Cooper. Final tackle for Leeds. Ball's gone loose. Referee not going to give the try. There was an offside, I think, there on a Leeds player. One of the Saints players is down injured. That's number 12, Sonny Nicol. Leeds fans behind that scoreboard end. They stand on this right-hand side, the old scoreboard end, as it were, where the executive boxes are. Thought for a second Leeds were going for the try. Saints have been awarded the penalty and will kick the ball into touch as Leeds make another substitution. In fact, it's George Mann that's gone off, and I presume it's Familo that's come back on as Bobby Golding puts the ball into the paddock on the far side. 12 minutes remain, and just a point separates the two sides. Saints inside their own half.
Yes, and a strange decision there with Leeds pressing and certainly throwing the ball about and putting some good rugby together. But Saints have the possession now after being awarded the penalty. They know the importance, as you said, time running out, 12 minutes remaining. And Alan Hunt taking it down the wing, but just as he breaks through, a cluster of Leeds tacklers come to meet him. Golding inside the picker once again, short of the halfway line. Kieran Cunningham shrugs 2 tacklers off, drives again. Certainly doesn't shirk the work, but Laws, Latham and Familo, and somebody said something out of turn, and it looks like Laws, and I wouldn't be surprised if Saints didn't have a go for goal now, Graham. Obviously hard to pick anything out. Didn't look anything in the tackle there as Cunningham hit the straps again and came through. But the referee was right on the job. He spotted it. It's Laws that's been penalised on the second occasion. Dougie's going to be ranting and raving over there, isn't he, lad?
Well, certainly if the penalty was given, Leeds shouldn't have said anything to the referee because they've got another 10 metres. And, well, it's a very kickable chances for Golden, and it could obviously give Saints a 3-point advantage, which, of course, Leeds, well, then will need a try. Even a penalty won't be enough. And that's an indiscretion, really. Leeds can ill afford with it being so tight.
Yes, you're right there, and let's see Bobby Golding, usually cool, calm, collected. 25 metres out. No doubt he'll get a little bit of jibing from the partisan faithful below us, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Golding steps up, slots it between the uprights, extends the Saints lead to 3 points, as Graham just said, with 10 minutes remaining, so 30 minutes gone in this second half. $19 points to 16 the score. Leeds kick off. And Northey, I think that has the possession. Certainly been right in the action. And as before I was on about Northey, a recent acquisition from Rugby Union, and Scott Gibbs, who's out injured with a dislocated elbow. Two players that wanted to be brought in slowly. As Vivers, the veteran campaigner, drives it up to the halfway line. I said these two centres have taken to rugby league like ducks to water. But it's Perolini, big Western Samoan, powering it downfield. The Leeds defence is going to be tested. Bad pass there, tidied up by Northey. He takes it infield, tries to create a little gap. The Leeds defence doesn't take the dummy. Holdsworth orders them back on side. It's the last one of the sequence, and Golding again peppers it downfield, but Cummins takes it cleanly this time. But the Saints reception committee quickly up there.
Innes on that far side, trying to bring Leeds back into the Saints half. That's where they need to be. Error by Latham. Leeds have knocked on, and Leeds can't afford to be making mistakes like that with the clock running. Time not really on Leeds' side. There's still enough time always to get back into it, but can't afford to make mistakes like that. And Saints will be happy to keep possession for maybe 5 tackles, maybe look for another drop goal.
Yes, maybe so, Graham. Azealia into space. It's hauled down just short of the 20. A good midfield position. Vivers from acting half-back. Can Leeds weather the storm? Trailing by 3, now it's with Pickavance. Pickavance tried to drive out of the tackle. He does so, but Ellery Hanley comes in, along with Latham. Now it's Golding. Long cut-out ball, Perolini. Perolini, can he score? But it's on to Nicol. Nicol scored. Johnny Nicol, he's delighted. 32 minutes now of this second half. Nicol, you can see the pressure there. The pressure relieved as Nicol went over. As I said, could Leeds take the pressure in their own 20? Golding took the game by the scruff of the neck, took the ball. A long cut-out pass, it was taken cleanly by Perolini. He drove into the Leeds cover defence. And then he slipped it out there, Graham. It must have been a short, crisp pass. I didn't know how he could have got it out, but he did. Sonny Nicol was there. He powered over. Can Leeds come back? Golding's there. He's going to, well, it's extended now to 7 points. A good cushion for the Saints. If Golding pops this one over, that's 9. As Leeds bolt or bottle or balloon burst.
But it's still going to be very difficult for them to come back from this one now. In fact, Bobby Golding, you would have thought he was on his way to Wembley the way he reacted. In fact, he's actually getting behind the Saints supporters. He just missed him there. He was going towards the supporters and asking them to get behind Saints. Was geeing the supporters up. Bobby Golding, well, loving it if Saints can hang on for the win here. He went absolutely wild, did Golding, when that try went in. And Saints could be heading towards a league double over Leeds, the only side to do it so far this season. And Goulding with the conversion. Hits the post and goes over. Well, Leeds have hit the post twice and it's gone the other way. Maybe it's St Helens' night. This time it's gone right between the sticks. It's now Leeds 16, St Helens at 25. A 9-point advantage. Leeds need 2 tries and 2 goals. They've only got 6 minutes to do it in. Holroyd with a kick-off. Deep inside the Saints half. And all Saints have got to do is literally keep on a possession for 5 tackles, kick deep, and then hold Leeds out. Sounds simple, but that's really all that Saints have to do. They don't have to do anything silly now. They really have got themselves a nice cushion.
Yes, sounds simple. As Mark Elia scampering away, looking for support. Hunt takes it. Well, he took it well there, didn't he, Alan Hunt? Dragged it into him. The referee was well positioned. 25-16 the score. Now with Pickavance, gives the dummy, takes it in field. He'll release it, will he? He doesn't. He takes the tackle. Vivers. Saints will try and hang on for the last 5 minutes. A 9-point cushion. And they're going to have to do something really stupid to let this game go. The last one of the sequence, Goulding well positioned. Goulding drives it for the corner. Goulding goes on his own, slips it to Andy Haig, the easiest of tries, and Goulding's off there again at the end. He's geeing the Saints spectators up, as they say on the far side. He's lifted in the air by Adam Fogarty. And a terrible hush below us, Graham.
Terrible hush here as well, yes. Bobby Goulding with an inch perfect pass. A specialist of the time short passes, Goulding. And there was Haig in support to go for the try. That's definitely game, set and match to St Helens. And Wigan might as well be awarded the championship now. They're not going to muck it up now. 2 defeats for Leeds in the space of 4 days. Defeat at Sheffield Eagles, defeat at Headingley on Wednesday night, and of course face Bradford Northern and also on Sunday. They need something, maybe a morale boosting performance there to set themselves up for that Challenge Cup semi-final. 13-point advantage which Saints hold. It could be extended to 15 if Goulding kicks this. He'll do a lap of honour no doubt if he's successful with this one, the Saints scrum half. So delighting the few hundred Saints supporters behind the goal. Bobby Goulding's got it. Can't believe it. Claps his hands, says thank you very much. And Goulding's got another 2 points. Many of Leeds supporters head towards the exits. The points to St Helens, and to be fair, they've deserved it.
Well, obviously they have, Graham, as you say, the old liners doing the Wigan walk. Well renowned Wigan for going off when they're just getting the bottom slapped. But unfortunately Leeds do in the game at 17-16 with 10 minutes remaining, and Lowe's there did a bit of mouthing, and he got penalised. Goulding converted it with 10 minutes there, and Saints just hit back from the run out, and as you say, game set and match.
Of course, Holroyd hitting the conversion with the upright. Exact same thing happened at Sheffield Eagles on Sunday. Leeds drew themselves back into it. There's a point difference, the conversion at the post, and then Sheffield Eagles never looked back. Same things happened here with St Helens.
Exactly, yes, and as you say, the look on the Saints side with the goal kick where it went in off the post. Holroyd hitting the post with 2, but it's Cunningham again. Can Saints finish off with another flourish as Prescott jinking, bobbing, weaving, drives again. 28 metres short of the Leeds line. Time running out. Goulding again, steps for the 1-pointer, but nowhere near. It comes to Iro. Leeds certainly won't give up, and this big man Iro is taken by Northey and Pickavance.
Well, anything now from Leeds will be nothing more than consolation. We're into the final minute, I think. Lowe's with a pass out to Innes on that left-hand side. Innes to Cummins. Cummins collects it well, makes it towards the halfway line. Now it's Ellery Hanley. Hanley, dummies, goes by himself for Leeds. Number 13, hauled down by his shirt collar by Parolini. Mercer goes by himself, out to Innes on that left-hand side. Innes tries to shrug off Elia. Then comes Tony Martin to make the tackle. Final one for Leeds. Lowe's, dummies, goes by himself. Lowe's, he's going to go in as he gets the ball away. The ball's been lost, and the ball's been knocked on, and it'll be a turnaround. Saints will have the turnaround. Thought for a second Lowe's was going to get his second try, but couldn't go in. It would have been nothing more than consolation, and Saints will then be quite happy to hold out for 6 tackles. Probably the hooter then, Ron.
Yes, probably, Graham. It's all ifs and buts, as you said before, with Leeds coming back into it. A try disallowed in this corner here for a forward pass, which certainly didn't look forward from our angle, but difficult to say. 2 goals hitting the post, and then just a little lapse of concentration, and Saints make Leeds pay the penalty. 1 draw match against Castleford they've had, and 3 defeats. It's going to be 4 defeats now. A double by the Saints, a defeat by the Pie Eaters, and that one at Sheffield. So got to concentrate now on the cup. You play Featherstone a week on Saturday. We play them on Sunday. We'll soften them up for you, hopefully. But time running out as Golding puts it downfield. He'll be delighted, and no doubt the Saints will make the way to that open end there, opposite the sponsors boxes, just to the left of our commentary position when the final hooter goes. 1 minute of added time as Ellery Hanley still receiving treatment. The referee there just running into the physio and Ellery Hanley as Leeds keep it going.
Beg your pardon. Latham for Leeds. Lowe's feeds it to Mercer. Mercer tries something different. Clever little chip over the top. Good play by Mercer. Has support. Gets the pass away. But tackled by Adam Fogarty on for Milo. Lowe's out to Iro on this right-hand side. Iro gets it away to Fallon. Fallon gets the high one, then gets the second high one. Ball's gone back. Leeds still have possession. Mercer tried to find his way through the Saints defence. Leeds underneath the St Helens post, but it's the final tackle. Hanley to Iro. Iro with the ball away. Surely a chance for Leeds here. Holroyd out to Cummins. Cummins is going to go in for a try in the corner, right to the death. Cummins goes in for his second try of the evening. Leeds 20, St Helens 31. Doesn't really matter now. But Leeds have got their 4th try of the night. 2 to Cummins. Lowe's and Holroyd the other try scorers. Leeds 20, St Helens 31. And certainly Graham Holroyd with a left-footed kick. You bet your bottom dollar this time if it hit the post it would have gone over. It wouldn't have mattered anyhow, but there goes the full-time hooter. Holroyd misses the conversion. Leeds are defeated for the 2nd time. Sheffield Eagles away, St Helens at home. A few of the Leeds team come to this south stand to applaud the supporters who have always stuck behind them. The Saints fans, well, they'll be delighted with the performance. So will the Saints team. They're going to make their way down towards that electronic scoreboard end. It's been a good game. It was close at one stage, 17-16 when Lowe's got that try. It was 16-8-2. St Helens at half-time. Holroyd and Lowe's dragged Leeds back into it. But then Saints hit back with tries from Nicol and Haig. Saints get the win. They do the league double over Leeds, and they'll be delighted.
They certainly will be delighted, and I'm elated. Obviously nice to get a win over the Liners, and as I said before, the Saints players will go to that far end, the electric scoreboard end, to cheer on their supporters who's travelled over here, over the Pennines, to cheer them on. As Graham said, it could have been oh so close, but a great win there, and Bobby Golding, he comes back over to the South Stand. The South Stand will certainly give him some cheers when he was here wearing a Leeds jersey, but he goes down there, he's the favourite, he's a big favourite at St Helens. he'll cheer 'em on, and that's what the travelling public like, or even the home public when you're playing at Knowsley Road, and the players appreciate all the support that you give them. We know they don't always get it right, but they've got it right tonight. 5 tries from Prescott, Joint, Hunt, Nickel and Haig. 5 goals from Golding, plus 1 drop goal in front of 11,668. A great win for the Saints. 31-20 the final score. Leeds away at Bradford on Sunday and Saints away at Featherstone.